as everyone knows, drilling a hole in the ground and getting black gold to come out is pretty technically challenging, and there's a lot of moving parts. We like to simplify it. There's really 3 key steps that we think about. You have to drill the well. That's step 1. If you don't put the hole in the ground, you can't get anything out of it. So that's an important step. There's some high risk involved in that, and we need to manage that carefully. But once the drilling guys are done with their part, they move on and drill the next well, and they hand it off to the completions team. And this is where the other part of the operation that's been a little bit demonized in the media unfairly, I might add, fracking, comes into play. We bring in the completions crew. Technically, it's called completions, but one part of that is the fracture simulation. So that's step 2. So our completions team comes in and they execute the frac jobs. That takes a long time, but it's very intensive. There's a lot of big equipment. And then we move them out of the way, and then we bring in Chris and his team. They handle actually producing the asset that we've just drilled and completed. And that's where we monetize our investment. And that's the critical step 3 of the process. And that's where we start making money. Ultimately, the drilling, completions, and the production guys have to talk, because Chris ultimately has to live with the well that they drilled and that they completed. And if Chris isn't happy with the final product they delivered, it's going to add cost and time on the very end. And we try to minimize that. So at Phoenix, our drilling, completions, and our production guys, they're all working hand in hand. They talk daily. They're having meetings daily. They have some of the best collaboration I've ever seen in the oil and gas industry, and I've been in this business since 2005. And within big companies, unfortunately, things get competitive. The drilling team is sort of in competition with completions, and they lose sight that they're on the same team. And at Phoenix, we have none of that here. We're all on one team. Our motto is One Phoenix. If the drilling team doesn't succeed, then we can't succeed on the production side. And if the production team isn't succeeding, then we don't have money to fund the drilling team. We have one common goal. We have to deliver returns for our bondholders, and we have to be able to support our vendors and the people that work for us in the field. And if we're not communicating and we're being inefficient, we're burning money and it's hurting someone. And that's something we can't allow to happen here.